1996, Purdue Pharma launches OxyContin. Internal documents will later reveal executives knew. They knew the addiction risk was not less than 1%. They knew the extended release coding could be defeated. They knew, and they launched anyway. The Sackler family had built their pharmaceutical empire on the same insight that had made Jeremiah Curtis rich a century earlier. People in pain will pay anything to stop hurting, and a doctor's endorsement is worth more than any advertisement. Arthur Sackler, the patriarch, had pioneered pharmaceutical marketing in the 1950s and 60s, recognizing that if you could get the medical profession to promote your product, you didn't need to sell to patients. You sold to their doctors. When you read the Purdue internal documents alongside the Gilded Age patent medicine history, the parallels are not coincidental. These executives had MBAs from Wharton. They had access to libraries. They knew this history. Target vulnerable demographics. Women aged 40 to 59 receive twice as many opioid pills post-surgery as men. Fight regulation through lobbying and funding compliant organizations. Create the appearance of concern while maximizing sales. Purdue hired over 5,000 doctors to give promotional talks for OxyContin. They funded patient advocacy groups. They ran the Partners Against Pain website. They sent sales representatives with instructions to push doctors to prescribe higher doses. Internal documents later revealed that Purdue executives tracked pill mills, doctors who were overprescribing. Not to report them, but to protect them as high-value customers for as long as possible before regulatory pressure became unavoidable. Purdue developed Project Tango, a plan to profit from the addiction crisis they had created by selling addiction treatment. The same model had been used by the Keeley Institutes in the 1890s, which treated morphine addiction while the industry continued selling morphine. From 1999 to 2017, over 450,000 Americans died from opioid overdoses. Purdue Pharma earned more than $35 billion in OxyContin revenue. The Sackler family withdrew over $10 billion from the company. In 2019, facing bankruptcy, the Sackler family agreed to pay $4.5 billion over 9 years. No Sackler family member was criminally prosecuted. No executive went to prison. The family retained billions in personal wealth. The Sackler family's philanthropy purchased cultural legitimacy on a grand scale. The Sackler Wing at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Sackler Gallery at the Smithsonian. The Sackler Center for Arts Education. Some institutions have begun removing the name. Most have not. Both Curtis and the Sacklers built monuments to themselves with profits extracted from addiction and death. Both faced minimal consequences. The 19th century wave was more accidental. The Gilded Age manufacturers probably believed their products worked. But the modern pharmaceutical executives had decades of addiction science and historical precedent. They knew, and they made a calculated business decision that profit outweighed the body count. Next episode, the lessons we learned and why we keep forgetting them. Learn more about physicians who have been railroaded by bad policy on unbedsidemanners.com.